Welcome to Math with Mrs. Cox. We're on Chapter 9, Lesson 2. In this video, my goal is to go through most of the guided practice, but not all of it, and the homework in one video. And I think you're going to actually really like adding fractions that are a like fraction. Let's begin. Definition: like fractions have the same denominator. Remember, a denominator is the number down low. So, the length across the bell or the top of the mushroom jellyfish is about 5/6 foot. If two mushroom jellyfish were placed side by side, what would be the length? So here you have 5/6 plus 5/6. Now, there's a couple different ways you can do this. You can do this by using manipulatives and using tiles that say 1/6. You can also use this by using the table on your desk that talks about fractions and counting the physical little tiles. Or you can just add straight across. You add the numerators, so 5 plus 5 is 10. Then you just bring the denominator straight across because they are a like fraction, which means the denominators are the same. So we get 10/6. Now, that is not simplified, it's top heavy. 6 will go into 10 at least one time with 2/3 left over. So we can conclude that 5/6 plus 5/6 equals 1 and 2/3. So the total combination length would be 1 and 2/3 of a foot. And if we were going to add the tiles together, we would add 5 tiles plus 5 tiles, which means a total of 10 tiles that are 1/6 increments together. And it would equal 10/6 or 1 and 2/3. Example 2. The table shows how much of a book Teddy read each day. What fraction of the book did Teddy read altogether on Tuesday and Thursday? So on Tuesday, Teddy read how much of a book? 4/10. On Thursday, he read 2/10 of a book. We add the numerators and keep the denominator the same. So we can do 4 plus 2 and just bring the 10 straight over because that is the denominator. And 4 plus 2 is 6. So then our answer is going to be 6/10. And then we can write that in simplest form. We can decide that we can divide them both by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So 3/5. Teddy read 3/5 of the book on Tuesday and Thursday. Okay, I think you get the idea. Add, write the sum, which means the answer, in simplest form. So, the denominator is 7, just bring the 7 over. Now we can add 1 and 3 equals 4. I think you get the idea. Bring the denominator over. We have 4. Add the numerators. We have 2, and that will simplify down into 1/2. Okay, this is the part of the video where you're welcome to pause and hurry and try the next 9 problems on your own. Then start the video up and correct your answers. I'm going to bring the 6 over because that's the denominator, and 1 plus 1 is 2. That can simplify to 1/3. Bring the 8 over is the denominator. 5 plus 3 is 8. We have 8/8, or that equals one whole number. Number 5, the denominator can be brought straight over as 9. I'm going to add 2 and 3 together to equal 5. Number 6, bring the denominator of 7 over. Then I add 4 and 2, which equals 6. Number 7, bring the denominator of 6 over add 2 plus 2 equals 4. Oh, that can be simplified. I can simplify each of those and divide them each by 2, and that would be a 2 and a 3 when that's all said and done. Number 8, I have a 10 for the denominator, and then 2 plus 5 is 7, and I can't simplify that anymore. Number 9, the denominator is 8. 3 plus 1 is 4. Oop, I can simplify that. I know 4 will go into 4 one time, and 4 will go into 8 two times, so my answer simplified is a half. Number 10, I have the denominator of 4, and then 3 plus 1 is 4. Oop, 4 out of 4 equals 1 whole number. 11, the denominator will be 9. Then 4 plus 5 is 9. Ooh, I have another whole number again. All right. If you're to this point, go ahead and double check all your answers and make sure you've simplified what needs to be simplified. Algebra, find the unknown. Okay, so we have an addition problem here. We have an answer and we have part of the equation. And the opposite, well, it's not a division problem, it's an addition problem. The opposite of addition is subtraction. So we could go 2/3 subtract 1/3. Now our denominator is going to be 3, and then 2 subtract 1 will be 1. So the unknown number that goes right here is 1/3. Oh, and right here, they have simplified it. So we need to figure out what it is. So 12 will be the denominator. And then I know that 5 plus 4 is 9. But I can simplify that. I can divide them both by 3. 9 divided by 3 equals 3. And 12 divided by 3 equals 4. So my missing number is 3. Because that's what's going to go in that spot. Looking at this addition problem, I can look, there's a missing denominator there. But for them to have added this across, it would have had to have been 10, a like denominator. Because right here we have 3 plus 4 equals 7, and that is correct. So 10 is our missing number. Okay, we are actually going to go ahead and skip this part. Hooray, right? And let's bounce right over to your homework. Again, we are adding like fractions. Now, you double check that the denominators are the same. Yep, 10 and 10 are the same. We're going to bring that denominator straight over. Then we're going to add 7 plus 2, 9/10. And I'm pretty sure that's as simplified as it can get. Number 2, we have 16 and 16. So 16 is our denominator. Then we're going to add 13 plus 2, which will be 15. Let's see, can we simplify that? No, neither one of them. They're not both even, and a 3 and a 5 and a 7 won't go into both numbers, so that is simplified. Number 4, our denominator will be 15, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Oh, can that be simplified? Yes. We can divide each one by 3. So then that would be 3/5 is going to be our answer. Number 5, 20, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12/20. And they're both even. So let me look at these. I think that, what can I go into both of those? 4 would be 3. If I divided this by 4, that would be 5. 3/5 is my answer right there. Number 6. Oh, I missed number 3. Guess we'll have to work on it. Number 6, the denominator will be 8. 5 plus 1 is 6. We can simplify that by dividing each of them by 2, and that would be 3/4. Up here, number 3, the denominator is 5. 4 plus 1 is 5 equals 1 whole number. Problem solving. This table gives the fraction of each type of parade float used in a recent parade. Use the table to answer exercises 7 and 8. What fraction of the floats were either a dance group or a radio station? Write in simplest form. Okay, dance group and radio station. So we're going to add 5/18 for the radio station plus 4/18, and our denominator is going to stay the same. Please remember that's a vital rule in adding fractions. But we can add 5 plus 4, so that'll be 9/18. Now I know to simplify that, I can divide the top by 9, which equals 1, and I can divide the bottom by 9, which equals 2. So then my answer is going to simply be a half. Number 8, what fraction of the floats were not from a sports team? Write in simplest form. So I'm going to erase my little stuff right here. Not from a sports team. Okay, well, let's see. This is a sports team, so I'm not going to include that one. And the dance group, I can probably include that one. Let's see if that's what it wants us to do. So if we have 5/18 for the radio station plus 3/18 for the high school plus 4/18 for the dance. So our denominator is going to be, well, 18. Then we're going to add 5 plus 3, which is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So our answer is going to be 12/18. Now we've got to look at that and decide. I can divide them both by 3. So 12 divided by 3 is going to be 4, and 18 divided by 3 is going to be 6. Oh, I can still divide that down. 4 divided by 2 would be 2, and 6 divided by 2 is 3. Whew! That is our final answer of all the fraction of floats not from a sports team. Brain builders. Sherry was in charge of distributing 25 food items that were donated to a local food pantry. On Monday, she distributed 8. Tuesday, she distributed 7. 5, that's what it looks like. 5 more items were distributed on Wednesday. What fraction of the food items were distributed at the end of the day on Wednesday? All right. So our key number is this 25, because that is the total number of items each day. Okay, so Monday she did 8, so we're going to make a fraction of 8 on Monday out of the 25 total. There's our fraction. Then we're going to add Tuesday, and there was 25 as the total that was in the store, and 7 were added on Tuesday. Then we're going to add the 5 that were distributed on Wednesday, and remember there's 25 total in the pantry, the food pantry. So now we can add those all together. Remember, we bring 25 over because that's the denominator, and we add 8 plus 7, which is 15, plus another 5 is 20. So we have 20 25ths, and we can simplify that by dividing each by 5. And that would be 4 fifths. There you go. And I'm not going to draw a model, but if you would like to, you're welcome to. What fraction of the food items were distributed each day? Okay, this is where they want you to label the food items. So you're going to say Monday was 8 25ths. Tuesday was 7 25ths. Wednesday was 5 25ths. There you go. Vocabulary check. The fractions in the expression 1/3 plus 1/3 are example of what? Because their denominators are alike. Number 11, Gina's working on a jigsaw puzzle. She completed 1/10 of the puzzle in the morning, 1/10 in the afternoon, and 2/10 into the evening. In simplest form, write the fraction of the puzzle completed. Well, we can just count the tops. We've got 1/10, 1/10, and then a 2/10. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, tenths. But we can simplify 4 tenths down. We can divide them each by 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So do you see 2/5? Yep, that's our simplified fraction. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tear out that homework and turn it in.